Hello there.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Welcome to this video. I'd like to thank 150 plus subscribers for subscribing to my channel. It really means a lot to me because it's still 150 plus people who think, yeah, that guy, I want to see more of him. I'm very grateful for it, and for this occasion I thought maybe it would be nice to give you a small tour around the studio. The studio. So it's just the attic of my house, which I just built into this man cave, and of course the studio where I make all the videos you see on this channel, and also the tracks I make also on this channel, and also on my SoundCloud and everything. So without further ado, you can see already with the two Thunderdome posters hanging besides it, this is the door to the studio. Let's go!
Rock the show, rock the dome. You need to slow your speed, stop the nonsense. These are the words of the rising sun, surprising some who thought I was just another humdrum.
So as you could see from the entrance, when we pan to the left and we saw the record cabinet with all my vinyls in it. Next to that, across the room, is my Thunderdome collection with all the CDs and all the merchandise and everything. And above my record shelf, you saw all my Thunderdome records just hang up on the wall because these are collector's items. Of course I can play them, I already have them digital, but yeah, the vinyls I will never play again. I just hang them up on the wall because it's memorabilia. And below that, my DJ gear, and besides that my old computer, and behold, my new iMac. Oh yes, this is really a game changer for me. I really saved a lot of money for it, and these things are hella expensive, so yeah. But the old computer, I will show you in a minute. That's an old case, so it's an old computer and it needs replacement. Too bad, because it's an awesome computer. But I was just fed up with Windows, by the way, so that's why I bought this one. Also, I blame DJ Promo for it, for convincing me to buy an iMac, and we will see how far this will take me. So, let's start the tour of the studio. Of course, we have this iMac, and besides that are two Alesis speakers. And these are just my monitor speakers, and they are powered by this Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 external sound card, which is, by the way, a very big difference between plugging it in on a Windows PC and needing to download a lot of drivers. Compared to the iMac, you just plug it in and select you want the sound through the Scarlett, and you're off. You don't need drivers. That's Apple. I love it. Besides this, just some light, the Thunderdome Die Hard banner, and above here, I will show you in a close-up. These are all just old long sleeves and t-shirts, and I had them actually from 98, 99, and I wore them back then. I was 13, 14 years old. I wore them like crazy, so there were holes inside of it. They didn't look very nice anymore, but I didn't want to throw them out, so I asked my father, what can I do with them? And he was very creative with that sort of thing. So he decided, well, I'll be right back. So he went to the store, he came back with some canvases you can paint on, you know. And we took these old shirts, we cut them out. Yeah, we cut old Thunderdome shirts out. And we just put them around these canvases and just attach them with some pins. And then just work it off with some duct tape. And this is the result, and it's been here for ever since. So I think it's already like this for 19 years. Yeah, that's a long time. So if you have old shirts and you don't know what to do with them, they are all beat up, hang them on the wall. Looks like hell, I think. I love it. Of course, a nice little plant up here. I mean, why not? Huh? Yeah. And over here, a lot of more plants actually. This is some sort of terrarium. I don't know if it's correct English or not, but yeah, doesn't matter. It's a green bottle garden. You close it up with this cork and that's it. And this is just an IKEA desk. It's actually a loose tabletop with some cabinets right next to it. And that's basically it. So that's for this part. And this is my new computer, and now I'm going to show you the old one.
Sorry, did I break your concentration? Please, continue.
So, this is the old computer. It's standing over there. It's an Acer Aspire. It's from 2012, has the i7 processor in it, but still it's an old generation, so it has now 12 gigs of RAM. It had 8, but I had to replace a couple of banks because they were broken. I thought the entire PC was broken, but it turned out it was just a couple of RAM banks. I'm glad I figured that out. And it's still just running smoothly. It has 2 terabytes of hard drive. And back in that day it was a lot, still a lot, but back in that day, 2012, was really a lot. But I almost have it filled up, all the 2 terabytes of it, yeah. And yeah, it's slowing down. It started to think a lot. Well, there's nothing to think about. And yeah, I needed a replacement, so yeah. But this one is still standing strong for the moment. I still make music on this one. I have FL Studio on this one, and a lot of projects that aren't finished yet, so I want to finish up the old work before I start with the new work, or else it's crazy up in here. So now I don't have nice monitor speakers on this one. I just have these small Bose speakers. Over here I have this monitor, and this one is pretty new actually because the old one died. So I had to buy a new one. It's an LG 27-inch widescreen gaming monitor, and I use the widescreen because with producing it's very nice to have a wide field of view. So, and below here is an Alesis Q25 MIDI keyboard. It's not very big, but I bought it back in the day when I was still living in an apartment, and I didn't have enough room for a big one. Now I have plenty of room, I can go ball dancing around here. But as well as this desk actually, this is a small corner desk, and I bought this one years and years ago, also when I still lived in an apartment, and my studio was about, well, I think 25% of the size of this huge room. So I bought this one. It's still standing strong enough. And it's pretty beat up, still gets the job done, so now I have 2 workstations in one studio. It's crazy. I could never imagine I could ever have something like this, but yeah. And besides here I have this chair. Well, it's more of a stool actually, bar stool. And I bought this one actually for my DJ booth. but we'll get to that in a second. And on top of it is the curver box. For all you vinyl enthusiasts, you all know the curver box. The vinyl just fits in perfectly. Have some vinyls inside as well, of course. Yeah, and I use it when I'm planning on doing some sort of set, and I put all the vinyls in here so I can just easily grab them and don't have to walk to my shelf all the time. And over here I have this Phonix microphone. It's a very cheap microphone actually, and I still have an aspiration to make a radio show, and be sure to let me know in the comments below if you are up for a radio show with me, maybe with some video inside it as well. I'm not sure yet, but the sound is pretty good. So and over here we've got some more plants, yeah, with an artwork with steel and wood. I got it from Loads 5. And Loads 5 is like this vintage IKEA with all this interior stuff and furniture, but you don't have to assemble it yourself. It's vintage. And in the middle of it is a Star Wars lava lamp. I got this one for my girlfriend, I think a year or something ago, and I love it. So let's move on to the actual DJ booth, shall we? Right, the DJ booth, and I'm very proud of this one because I made it myself. I made it from MDF. I'm not sure if it's English correct term or not, but MDF, search it up, you know what I mean. It's compressed wood. So yeah. I made this myself with just the cutouts for the turntables. These are Gemini PT2400s, and I have them already, well, since I started in 2002 approximately. 2003 I think I bought these guys, and they're still going strong. So yeah, they're not made anymore. The biggest difference between these ones and the Technics is that these can pitch up to 10%, and the Technics can only go up to 8%, or if you're lucky to 16%, but that's completely different discussion. And this one has a digital, yeah, display which isn't accurate at all. So I got that going for me, which is great. And this one can go in reverse as well. On top of it is of course the Thunderdome slipmat, which I'm also very fond of. Yeah, the same one. And in the middle the Datek Ecstasy. And I think this is still one of the best mixers ever made. It has the 100mm faders, which can be annoying when you mix like this. It's not really punchy like that, but I got this one on top of it for throwing faders. So I got on the right channel I got this turntable, on the left channel I got this turntable, and in the middle I got this one. I got the entire thing on the middle channel. Is that handy? No, not really. But it gets the job done because I'm a vinyl DJ and this is for on the side. And sometimes I'd like to make digital mixes, and I can do it like this, which is a little bit of a stretch, but hey, watch this. Da, 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 da. I made a shelf, and actually this shelf isn't made for this one because I can show you now. I'll unplug my headphones, and you just put it here, and I can just, you get it? So I will put it back right now, but I made this shelf because this poster over here, which is also one of the biggest achievements ever, I made the Hardcore Year Mix 2018 for Radio Leefwijk and for Hardcore Time. And if you haven't heard it yet, it's on my SoundCloud, and it's also, well, one of the two parts is on YouTube. One part got deleted. Thank you Trackstorm for that, thank you very much. And yeah, behind this poster are 4 holes for a TV mounting system, because my monitor over here, this monitor used to hang over here, yeah. The computer used to stand over here, yeah. And so that's why I bought this stool, this bar stool, this chair, where I now have my records on. So I could sit here, put the shelf up, put my keyboard and mouse here, and just compute all the way and have my DJ gear in front of me. Looks very handy. No, it wasn't. It got the job done. Of course, it did what it had to do, but I wasn't really happy with it, so I just wanted a desk, so I decided to move that. And but I decided to keep the shelf because of this one, and still it had a lot. It was a lot of work to put the shelf on it as it is, because it has these hinges below where you put it up, it just bends like a knee and it's locked, and where you just you can just push it down again, just like this, and then push it down. And I really love that. I know it's not necessary anymore, but okay, I love it. And over here I have the same Oasis speakers I have over there by the iMac. I was searching for another speaker set and I came across exactly the same speaker set for sale second hand, so I bought them and they just work great. So the only downfall I have to say about having the Pioneer XDJ R1 on the middle channel is that when I only want to play digital, then I have to move my headphone jack. That's the only annoying thing. So let's move on to the records, shall we? Alright, the vinyl records. Oh, this is the part I really like. I also like the other parts, of course, but this gets me really hyped up. Yeah, what can I tell? Let's just start by how I organize them. Over here, let's start over here, shall we? Yes, we will start over here. Because this is techno, and techno, it's old techno. It goes on from 1992 till 2007, I think. And because, yeah, techno is just basically, let's not deny it, the basis of hardcore. And it goes on, this is just all techno, and it goes on with old school hardcore. Well, it's not hardcore, like tracks like Quadrophonia, which I got at a bargain, just second-hand market, €3, love it. And it's just one of the bases of the real hardcore sound, you know. So it's all old school sounds. Yeah, what I have to tell. We have arrived, Mescalinum United, Marco Cardi Payne, love it. What more do I have here? It's all old school. Speedy J all over. Sperminator, no women allowed. It's just all that sound, and it gets rougher and rougher. And this is all that's the slower hardcore, you know. So we have some older Baby Booms, Black Knight. Kick up the volume, play it loud. And intelligent hardcore, and it goes up a little bit more by speed and by roughness. So at this one we go, it's really rough. You know, this is Buzz Destruction EP with Destroyer, like don't make me destroy you. That's one on there. Yeah, I got a lot of vinyls here, you know. This is just hardcore, early hardcore, all early hardcore. Like the old Berserk records, Dream Team, and so on. This is also the same thing, just the early hardcore you all see me play on the videos on my channel. So this is all over here, and this one also is also just the real fast early hardcore, like 100, 190 BPM, 180, 190 BPM. Get my head, love it. So yeah, this is all just the early hardcore stuff. And I collected this in a lot of years, since 2002, when I really started DJing with vinyl. And yeah, this is just a collection I have. And not only that, because up here is another collection. And hardcore heads, don't blame me for this one. This is hardstyle, because it was the year 1999, 2000, and hardcore started changing, started evolving in a lot of other stuff, and also this new stuff, like when you have, yeah, this videotape over here, Thunderdome 99. It starts with the set of The Prophet, and The Prophet played a track a couple of tracks actually, which were just the basis of hardstyle, like this one, Mario Pio Communication, and especially the Mass Mix. The Mass Mix is the B-side, and that one is really the basis of hardstyle, and it was really dark, it was more techno-y, it was a really hard pounding beat to it. Love it! And this started evolving as well, so I really liked that sound, and I already had a few records before I actually had these turntables. I used to listen to these records on my old, not my old, my mother's old stereo set, which had a pickup player on top of it. Yeah, now you know. So these are all just the basis of hardstyle, like Acid Nightmare. I know a lot of hardcore heads also can appreciate these tracks, like Warmduscher, 10 kleine bassdrums. That's a real rough one. So this is all just hardstyle, and then it evolved a little bit with this reverse bass stuff, like the real Italian stuff, like Activate, the Masterpiece EP. This is actually one of the first tracks I played ever live. Virus and Plutonium Boy, Paranoid, love that track. So this is all just hardstyle basically, and it goes up and newer onto the point where we were over here, like D-Block and the Bass Pimps, Freak on It. He didn't even work together with Estefan just yet. So that was just yeah, some real evolvement going on, like High Voltage, which is just Endymion and Nosferatu actually, Mind Controller, and then it evolved into the hard, the Headhunter sounds, you know what I mean? Very melodic and going up and down with the kicks, and that's when I stopped. I stopped playing it, it got too commercial and just too big, and it grew out of the underground, and that's when I have to stop. So this is all just dance and trance and hard trance, and also some yeah, guilty pleasures like Scooter and more Scooter. Lass uns tanzen, ja. How much is the fish? White label, Clubfish, love it. So this is all just dance going on to hard trance and hard style, and this is the end of the hard style, and this is all hardcore. And below here is just the Millennium, it's just 2 stacks full of Millennium stuff and industrial. So it's filled with a lot of Enzyme and Third Movement tracks and records. I can talk for hours and hours, you know, but this video is already much too long. Like this one. This is just art, you know? The booklet with vinyls in it. It's just wow. And the tracks are also very nice. Love it. So, and so on, and over here in this small corner, I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, are just the records you can put on and just listen to it, like Gecko, Alien Sound System, very nice for listening. Also, Fatboy Slim, You've Come a Long Way, it's just a classic, let's not deny it. And what more do I have? I have Beastie Boys, #1 album, that's what I think. And also this one, this is a very strange record, Avex Twin Cyro. Yeah, when you're in a really weird mood, this is the one you have to go with. It's a really thick record as well. Very strange, but I like it. And of course these 2 nice records from Phoenician Snares. If you don't know Phoenician Snares, but you're into music, wow, just wow. Especially when you have a nice hearing for music, like classical music or metal. You're gonna appreciate that one as well. So these are the records, and over here we have on top of it, as you can see, a lot of records on the wall. Thunderdome 4 mega mixes, Thunderdome 6, Thunderdome 6 mega mixes, Thunderdome 7 double LP, Thunderdome 96 Dance or Die, 98 Breaking Barriers, and the last one from the Die Hard Collector's Box. So while we're talking Thunderdome, let's move on to the Thunderdome collection. It's pretty high. So, since I stacked it up, let's start with the top part first. Up here you have some boxes, the 95 box, 96 box, 97 box, 98 box with some video cassettes next to it. Bottle, can, cups. And this is the top part of my record case. And here are all the CDs, going from the very first one and just all the way to the very last one. And still not like this one. Sorry. So going on with the Christmas edition and the mega mixes, multiple 797s. And this one, actually the first Thunderdome CD I've ever had was the CD. I have to talk about the CD, not the, I think it's over here, Thunderdome 15. This was my first CD. I had cassettes before, but this was my first CD for Thunderdome. So this is all Thunderdome CDs. I have some more cassettes over here, 99, 98, 97 and 96. Of course the 99 box as well. And over here I have the keychains, necklaces, the die art bracelet, or what do you call it, some coins. Yeah, that's basically the top part. Now let's not forget the kitchen cabinets. These are IKEA kitchen cabinets. Filled with CDs, I like it. So what's in here? Well, everything you can imagine, going on from Trans Energy to Mayday, now Dance Hits 96, come on, I was 12 years old, give me a break. Hit zones, and on this side, a lot of other hardcore stuff as well, so Earthquakes, you got over here a lot of other Earthquakes, Heroes of Hardcore, a lot of them. This one I really love. If you know my mixes, if you know my style, you know I get a lot from these CDs. I used to play them to bits. All three of the CDs were just awesome. All CDs, all mixes have these parts in it that I really liked, that I really got psyched up with when I was, well, how old was I? 11? So yeah, I still love it very much. So that's why you also hear a lot of tracks you hear on this CD, you also hear in my mixes. So Mysteryland CDs as well. It's just funny how this one is more iconic than this one, you know? This is very old, and this is, well, I'm not even sure what year it is. At one point we just stopped caring. So yeah. So this is the second part of all the CDs, also hardcore CDs like the Raver's Religion, Happy Hardcore we have over here. The Roughneck CD, also very nice. Club X, Played with the Devil, yeah, why not? Down Omega Mix. I heard he is not very satisfied with this CD himself, but I really like it actually. I really do. Big up for this one. And of course, when you're angry, you can get off with these three. Tunnel of Terror, Extreme Terror. Love these ones. I love everything. That's just the thing about me. I love everything I have here. Like when you go to Germany, you find these things. The best in hard techno, update 7. Try searching these things in the Netherlands. You can forget about it. So when I'm in Germany, I get some hard techno CDs. I hate that Q-Dance stopped with this concept, Core 3.0. Oh, this was awesome. Yeah, what not? Masters of Hardcore, Darkcore, basically King Matthew in the mix. Let's move to the bottom half, shall we? So, the bottom part of my Thunderdome collection. Let's start off with the cassettes, because this one, Thunderdome 12, is the very first Thunderdome experience I had. I heard it on Telekids. It's just a children's show on the Dutch television back in 1996 when this was just released, and there was an actual commercial of Thunderdome during this kids TV show. I loved it. I heard it somewhere before at some neighbor's garage or something, and I really liked it. So I ran up to my mother. I said, I really want this one. So I got this one. The second one I also had. Doesn't matter. It's gone. Got caught up in a fire. Other story. So this one, this was the second one actually, 11. I always also had both. And yeah, that's when the virus really got me. So ever since I've been collecting. And over here we have your lanyards, Thunderdome final exam booklet, of course Heart of the Core sticker, and this under here is actually the Decade DVD, doesn't matter. But here, this headphone used to belong to Johan Giele. If you don't know him, he's a trance DJ, happy hardcore DJ. He used to do Belgian DJ, and in 2002, I think it was, maybe 2001, I went to Trance Energy with a friend of mine, and Johan Giele was done with his set, and he threw this his headphone into the audience. I didn't see him throw it. Suddenly I saw something come up to me. I catch it, and it was his headphones. I used it a couple of years, and I broke it. But still, it's a collector's item, so now you know. Over here, of course, the Die Hard box. Awesome, with some special Thunderdome INT promotion CDs, like this one. Also promotion copy. This one INT limited edition. Yeah, school editions, of course. Merchandise CD chapter 2. It's just a cardboard box, but I put it inside this jewel case back in the days because I liked it a little bit more. Here are some books as well. What the Fuck by DJ Dano. This is one of the best books I've ever read. I'm not very much of a book reader myself, but yeah, this is the one you want to read. If you're Dutch, obviously. Release, I got it multiple times. This one just for scrolling, and this one really for reading, because this big book on your lap, I love to read like this, and my knee just gets bent like this. I almost fell over with when I read this one. It's just crazy. Dutch DJ's book. It's really awesome how much work Anthony Donna put into this one, and I heard he's working on the second part as well. Keep your eyes open for that one. Victor Veenstra. I'm gonna take it out. Thunderdome. Victor Veenstra, I Am the Underworld. This is a book. If you like the artwork for Thunderdome, if you like any of the artwork from hardcore back in the day, from let's say 1995 till 2005, buy this book. This is really awesome. If you like art a little bit, yes, you have to buy this one. Thunder Magazine, Party and Pictures, also awesome. And I got Hardcore Ink, the hardcover and the softcover. The hardcover I ordered, and the softcover was a present. So yeah, I've here this shoulder bag. This is actually my very first Thunderdome merchandise item. I used to buy it at Midtown in Amsterdam. And it's just this baseball hat with the green patch on the inside. I've never seen it anywhere else, so it's real. I'm sure it's real. You can see by the stitching it's real, but it's very unique. And I bought it, I think, in 1996 in Amsterdam with my parents, so very proud of this one. This is just the Die Hard cap, and this, of course, the DJ Promo Heroes of Hardcore cap. Here I've got some more CDs, more like hardstyle and hard house CDs. It's really organized, as you can see. And here the same story, but this is all metal and rock, like Stone Sour, Limp Bizkit, Slipknot, Guano Apes, Korn, Green Day, Baseballs. I still love them. So that's my Legos. Yeah, I refuse to grow up. I'm now a grown-up child with money, so I buy this shit. I do, and I love it. This truck over here, this shovel over there, the Volvo, this is one of the pièce de résistance for me, and actually with a remote control. Yeah, that's awesome. That has nothing to do with Thunderdome, although it's pretty hardcore. Below part, this is pretty empty. It's a lot of CD singles inside. Oh, look at that! I want to be a hippie. I got a double. I didn't even know. Okay, well, if you want a CD single from Technohead, I want to be a hippie, hit me up in the comment section below, and I'll send one to you. Promise. Unless you're from the US or something, it's crazy when you have to send something like that. On this side, well, the rest of it, so I have Nope is Dope, it's just a house CD next to Berserk Health Center, next to Brooklyn Bounce, next to Deep House. It's just everything and nothing. Some Scooter albums as well. This is an awesome Scooter album, by the way. Back to the Heavyweight Jam. A lot of KLF samples in it as well. So, well, we got that done. Yeah, fuck it. And over here, some even more Legos. And I've got, of course, my .44 cap. .44, William Jordan's. He helped me a lot in 2017 already. I think so. 18, I'm not sure. Not so long ago, he helped me a lot. And actually he released one track of mine, still under my other name, Sander V. I'm now Convulsion, I used to be Sander V. And it was the track Doet u de broek maar uit. And you can still find it on my SoundCloud, so check it out. Over here, of course, you have your Mysteryland video. I used to play this one to bits. Still love it very much. Another piece of Lego. It was a present from my girlfriend. She just came up with it. It's awesome. Lovely to build this one. And on the bottom, another Lego ship next to a Lego, well, shovel thingy. So that's basically it. So I think we had everything about this tour. So if you still want to know something about me or about my room or my Thunderdome collection, hit me up in the comments below. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you soon. Good Fry!